Hello everyone, Danny here with another recipe. Today, I'll be making some lamb and beef gyro meat. Let's flip the camera around and show you the ingredients. Alright, we're going to need this to puree by hand the red onion that'll be going into this, and a garlic press, because these two are going to be very important. Got over here some lamb and some ground beef at a total of a little over 3 pounds combined. Not each, but combined. And then this pan will easily hold around 3 pounds, maybe slightly under. I wouldn't push it though, because it's not too deep of a dish. But this is going to work really good. It'll make it kind of a loaf, and then you just slice them up and throw them in the frying pan, crisp them up. It's really good. I got some pre-peeled garlic because I'm kind of lazy. I'm gonna need some sea salt, black pepper. You can use white onion, but I think it's more authentic using the red. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I'm using red. And then fresh rosemary. I'll be chopping that up by hand. It's pretty tedious, but after you try the meat, well worth it. All right. This part is pretty tedious. Let's check it out. Be finally dicing the rosemary. And I'm gonna use a little bit more than that. Maybe not the whole thing, but I'm gonna take more out of this one because it's easier to just cut these tips. So with that said, I'm gonna go cut them. If I wasn't so lazy, I would have inserted a 2 hours later for this part right here. Yeah, that took a while to dice up. So this is it for our dry ingredients. I have about a tablespoon and a half of salt, about a tablespoon and a half of black pepper, and then about a tablespoon and a half of diced up fresh rosemary. Here I have about 10-ish cloves of garlic. I mean, I don't really consider this tiny little thing a whole clove. I do consider this a whole clove. That's about regular size. I cut off these funky ends because they're super fibrous, and who wants to eat that? I mean, I wouldn't eat that, would you? Would you eat that weird end on an onion? Or do you just cut it off? I throw that away. All right, now to put it through the press. Sorry about the focus. Camera's acting wonky today. If I'm being honest with you, this right here is the not so fun part. Let me show you. I'll be using this part of the cheese grater. This part. And so the fumes from the onions can really agitate your eyes. So, with that said, just be careful when doing so. And I'm off to grate it. Oh, I gotta say, that's really burning my eyes. Like, I'm watering now. Like, check this out. Yeah, that's killing me. Just, here, let me flip this over. Yeah, just doing that. Oh, man, it's killing my eyes. So be careful when you do this step. And this is what it should all look like when you throw it together in a bowl. We got the ground beef in the very bottom. Got the ground lamb on top. Salt, pepper underneath. The finely diced up rosemary, fresh rosemary. And then we've got pressed garlic And then I don't know what you would call that, but it's supposed to be like pureed onion, red onion, but I used the grater. So yeah, grated green onion, paste, onion paste. I made my own onion paste. That's what you would call that. So with that said, now to get our hands dirty, this part is not so fun, or maybe it is. I don't know if you enjoy it. It might be a stress reliever, and I will take care of that, and we'll see you after I'm done doing the hand mixing. So this was pretty messy. I mean, ugh. This is going to take a while to wash this off my hands, mostly because there's fat stuck to my hands. But this is what it should look like. It should look like a gigantic meatball. And with that said, I'm going to wash my hands and then get ready to drop this into the pan. And just like that, that's what it should look like. Stuffed in the pan and ready to go in the oven. I don't know what happened. My camera's messing up, but I've got that put in the oven at 375. And I'm going to be cooking it low and slow. Kind of. So I'll be in there for about 45 minutes or so. That way it retains the moisture. That beef is about, it was like a 93-7 ratio. Not sure what the lamb is at, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit fattier than that, but not by much. And you don't want it too fatty, because otherwise those oils are going to spill out that baking container. You know what happens when oil spills out on a baking container? It hits that heating element and... So with that said, see you when it's out the oven. So you can hear it. Yeah, pretty dense. So I've cut myself a slice, and this has been cooling down for probably about an hour and a half almost, and it's still juicy. Like, look at this. Yeah, it's still warm too. I have to be honest, I've been snacking on this for the whole time. There's a bit of it missing now. Like, look at that. You can see some of the purple onion and the rosemary in that. I have to tell you, it smells amazing. I've bought frozen gyro meat before. I have to tell you, this, oops. This right here. Oh, it's easy to make too. The gyro meat, it's probably cheaper if you're just doing a quick one. But if you want to make a big batch, like you're doing a party or something, or meal prepping like I'm doing right now, this is the way to go. It's cheaper that way. And I gotta tell you, there's no weird preservatives, chemicals, things you can't pronounce in there. Everything is just what I showed you. That's all it is. So if you try this out, let me know how you feel about it. Or let me know how it turned out for you. You can do this with just ground beef too if you can't. If you don't have access to lamb, it won't taste as much like gyro meat, but it'll still taste really, really good. I'll tell you that. And I've done it that way before too. It's really good, I have to say. Oh, look at that. see the herbs in there. Pretty darn good. I have to say, yeah, this is the way to go. Enjoy.